Hi and welcome, this is Daminar of the Guild Condiments, and I'm just wanting to show everybody how I handle platoons. First thing is I have a script up here called Platty, and that's what I use to basically prioritize assignments, look at the entire roster for the guild, and spit everything out in a readable format, or mostly readable format anyway. You can of course clone this off of GitHub, and it basically tells you everything there is to know, but I wanted to do a little video that kind of showed exactly how I do everything. So the first thing I do is generate the guild list, the guild roster. So basically I have all my characters here, or all my players in the guild, and with the characters and ships of each character. These headers up here are very important. I think my script relies on player, P-level, char, and power. I don't think I really care about the rest of this. At some point in time, I may add some other stuff, but right now I'm just checking the power category. That's basically to assign the lowest power character that meets the star requirements of the phase. Alright, so once I've generated guild list, then I can start entering platoons. And since it is now 1 o'clock, I can go check these out. Alright, so we've got the new platoons. I start with the first platoon, open them up, and we've got the ion cannon blast. So we're going to check out platoon 1. Now here's where a little setup is necessary. I'm going to go to my TB platoon spreadsheet, which I will try and link for people to copy down below, because I have all of these pre-recorded names. These names are exact duplicates of what my Star Wars Galaxy or SWGOH.GG scraper pulls down. So it's how they actually name all the characters with their naming schema. So I wanted to show everybody how to set up this validation. Now currently my validation is broken. What I'm going to do is basically go 15 over and 18 down and shift click. So I select the entire area. And now I'm going to go to data and data validation. So we've got our cell range here, and we're going to do our list from range. We're going to select data range here, go over to validation, check A. You'll see it says validation A1. And we're going to go to A200 for a random large number. And so it's going to validate against a bunch of different stuff in this column. We're going to save that data validation and go back to platoons. So you'll see a lot of these from our phase 1 drop that red arrow. So now if I start typing something that's not accurate, like foobar, and tab, you'll see a little red arrow that says this is not a valid entry. So we have platoon 1 up here, and so what I'm going to do is start typing. So I can do eth, coth, and tab. So this data validation strategy was advice from another guildie who is obviously a lot better with spreadsheets than I am. So this has saved me quite a bit of time in data entry. So you can enter any part of the name and it will automatically populate, and you can just down arrow and then tab over. So it's reduced my time from like 45 minutes of data entry to like 20. So oops, and if you accidentally tab, it just tells you. So I can go to Java Engineer, Kit Fisto, Plo, Coon, and you'll see there are other things like Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter. That's because those are also possibilities in the data. For short names, you don't have to actually down arrow. You can just do this. I'm also running this on Mac, so I have some macros set up. I use carabiner elements to make it a little bit faster. My caps lock is basically adds as a function key to convert some of my right hand keys to arrow keys. That also saves some time. So I can caps lock K to go down to the arrow and then tab over. Just some optimization type stuff. This is incredibly helpful with the, all right, while I finish the first row, I'm gonna go to Platoon 2 and T-bow. All right, now that we've got all our data generation, I'm going to simply save this sheet down. We're going to download this as a comma separated value, CSV for short, and it's just going to go to my downloads page as platoons. All that's good. So we got that saved. Then we're going to go back to my terminal, and now the scripting part is basically only available in Mac right now because porting to Windows is annoying and I don't want to do it, but I may do that eventually to help some people out if enough people want to use it and it becomes worth it. So what I'm going to do is basically do a move from my downloads TB down to platoons. Now the names for guildlist.csv and platoonlist.csv are important. The script specifically calls these two files by name, so that's just to make it cost less. Now I'm going to just run my script. So we're going to go python platty.py. We're going to name the phase P2 because we're in phase 2. This will automatically set the requirements to 3 stars. Now I can run it like this just as is, but I don't want to do that. I want to pipe it into results.txt. That's just for ease of use. Then I can open up results.txt, and it will show all of my stuff. So I've got territory 1, platoon 1. It shows all of our guild members that are assigned to these things. And then further down, we've got a separator, and then basically we're assigning things by player. So they can see Daddy Dunk is assigned to territory 2, platoon 4. He needs to put Chopper in that platoon. As I said, we're pulling the least powerful character that it meets the requirement stars. So in this case, since we're in P2, we require 3-star characters. So I'm going to then copy all of this. And then go back to Chrome, and I have a spreadsheet here. I'm going to clear out all my colorings that I was doing because of reasons. And then I'm going to basically, if I can get my mouse to work, select the first 3 columns and paste in territory 1. And then go back to my spreadsheet or my results text file. Copy territory 2. And paste these here. All right, and then we go to over I have a by player tab, and I am going to copy all of those and paste them here. So now all of our assignments are done. I don't think we have any unavailables. So it looks like we're filling everything out. I generally don't have to worry about that. I think I might have just it'll actually spit out unavailable as the tune, so I can just quickly search for unavailable, which we don't have, so we're good. We've assigned everybody out. I don't know what I changed, whatever. So then I can go back to my spreadsheet and share this with the guild to tell them to go put their people in. And that's about it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helped somebody out. I know there are a lot of stringencies with using scripts and stuff, but that's what I got right now. Like if you enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll try and take some advice. I can always try and take criticism too. So talk to you guys later.